Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, in respect of the time that the signal might reach on your way. As we are used to do it for you. Understand? Today we are in Basse, trying to meet some of the youths that one time believed the only way out for them was going out of the country. But for some reasons, they see a reason to stay in the country. Most of them, I identify them as illegal migrants, returnees. But no, that is not the best way to define them. So today we're here with them. We're gonna have a series of episodes with each and every one of them to see how they experience the motivation that pushes them to take the journey, what they encounter, and when they return back home, how is the situation at home? What are some of the recommendations they have for the government and some of the things that they think could have been done better? One guy that we're sitting with here is among also the returnees. So Kewa my number.
Okay, Nimba.
And can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohamed Kande. I am a member of this association called Voice of UR Migrant Association, which is a voluntary organization um, formed by voluntary migrant returnees who has one embark on the backway journey in search of a greener pasture to be able to take care of family needs and also be part of the national development of this country. But due to certain circumstance, amongst us, the members of the organizations, we all venture into the journey to make life better, to make our families, proud of us, and also to help in building the national development of this country. But due to certain circumstance, we are unable to reach our destination, that is Europe.
Okay.
But despite that, coming back, we still have a great mindset of participating in the national development. Since we came back, we have been attending numerous program trainings through IOM, Reintegration, NEDI, GIZ, and other projects. They have massively helped us in equipping us with knowledge that we will use to help ourselves, help our families, and help our fellow youths, especially the young people who normally have this mindset of venturing into irregular migration to make a better life.
Thank you so much. That is a very brief and a summary and then background of the entire scenario. So let's just break it down. You're saying you're part of the organization. Are you one time a returnee yourself?
Yes, I am a returnee. I am a returnee.
And then what year did you leave and what year did you return? Let's start with that.
Yes, I went earlier 2017, then later returned back around 2022.
Around 2022.
Yes, because it was almost December.
Almost December. So approximately how many years do you spend outside?
Almost to 2 years.
Almost
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
Okay. So let's break it down. You were saying greener pasture. A lot of people will doubt that. Okay, there's a lot way to make it out here. At that point in time, what makes you to believe that you can only get the greener pasture outside country, not here?
Yes, by then I was going to school. After completing my secondary education, I was going to GTTI, pursuing a course which is electrical installation. I completed my foundation, they started my certificate. So that's the moment I have the mindset to leave. The reason why is due to some lot of factors. Because if you see the families now, if you see irregular migration is still rising, it's not that the families are not strong. The problem is from the families itself because you will see two brothers, three brothers are in abroad. They will tell you to stay at home despite of the efforts you are doing, but withstanding, still now they see you as someone who is, aimless, useless, and others. But so these are some of the factors that cause me. I say I also have to decide and leave and find my opportunity away. Maybe when I reach Europe, I can also be able to help my family, make my life better. So these are some of the threats and factors that cause me to venture into the journey. After using my resources, the money that I have, I then went through the way, but it was challenging. Despite that, I see that yes, I went to school. So withstanding, still now things are not are difficult to proceed to go in front to reach. So I decided to come back and continue with my education. But thank God, since I came back, I went back to GTTI. Now I have my foundation and certificate. Currently, I am working on some electrical installation projects. And despite that, I also did another community work, which is social work and development studies at SOS.
That's very impressive. That is very impressive. In your statements, you did mention that, like, one of the factors that leads you to move, we could just describe it as a, let's say, belittleness. And then this is something that most people believe is part of things that are pushing a lot of youths
Yes,
to leave home.
yes.
You understand? So, if to elaborate a little bit on that, or advices to people that are doing that, let's say you are home here, you're struggling, like you said, you're doing everything, but your effort is not tend to be recognized. Understand? They tend to belittle and then put orders that are outside on top of you. You're telling us indirectly that those are some of the reasons why you left home for the journey.
Yes, I can say there are many factors causing that, but those are some of
So,
the major. Not only me, but many youths around the society. Because if you talk to them, they will tell you, me, I will leave because the way things are going, it's not okay. So, because of I don't have this, so I also have to leave. So the only means I will go is through venturing through the back way, and also in the families because of relatives or in families that share the same dads, because of the other ones his people have, and the other wife his son did not go. So there is differences in that. So that's why give others also the mindset. Me also, I will go and I will fight and go because they are belittling my parents because of we don't have. So these are some of the stress and factors, and also youth influence, because I had that my closest friend went and reached. So these are also pushing factors. Others are saying, these people that you are sitting in the same ghetto, and you will also hear the society belittling you, telling you that, yeah, this boy cannot go, he's scared, or this and that. And those are not the solution of the problem. Yes.
so it means that people that live take the journey of Balgui sometimes in the society are categorized that they are fit, they are courageous.
Yes, that's what they will not tell you that directly, but like if you can follow, if you can listen to them very well, that's what it's mean. And also saying that Gambian youths don't want to learn, or they don't want to take responsibility. That's real. That sometimes we can say it's real, but sometimes also if we see the job opportunities available are very rare. You see people holding bachelor or master's degrees and other degrees without, even a proper job whereby they are earning a living. That also is a factor.
Yeah, yeah. I know when you're talking of that, that is too large and it's going beyond. Let's talk about the area of Pasay here in the
Okay,
local factor here.
okay, okay.
What is that leading factor into pushing the migration? Like when you say job factors
Yes.
in the urban center, let's say in the then urban centers, you might believe that okay, they might have more opportunities. You understand, to job opportunities. But when you come in terms of, let's say, the village ends, it is very rare. So could that be also a leading factor why more youths in this area tend to take the backway journey than those that are in the common area?
Yes, that is also a contributing factor, because even through the education, it's just now it reduced. Before, like when you complete your grade, now you have to proceed to the urban centers to upgrade yourself, and not only that, even getting access to amenities and job opportunities. Most of the time, especially at this moment after rainy season, people tend to travel to the urban centers because they say is where they will get job opportunities. And also not only getting job opportunities, rural areas need to be put into consideration, because if the problem is solved here, it will not affect largely, because if it is not solved here, it will even affect the urban centers, because if there are no job opportunities available for the young people, they must migrate. They either migrate to go to the urban centers or leave the country in search of greener pasture.
So let's say your migration, when you said Bagwe is two category.
Yes,
Understand?
yes,
We know of a Bagwe of 7 days, and then we know of a Bagwe of and the other way around that is crossing countries until you reach Libya or and then
yes.
Tunisia. So which one did you do?
For me, I went through Libya. I went to Mali, Niger, Agadez, then to Libya.
How was the movement? Was and then Senegal and then Mali, Burkina. Like how was it?
Yeah, the movement was at the beginning. It was not that much challenging because just what the Englishman say, wherever a will is, there is a way. Neither either you succeed or not. But having that mindset is there. From leaving the Gambia, it was okay along the way. Going to Senegal, crossing. That was my first time crossing Mali borders and Niger, Agadez, and other ends. But it's a little hectic across the borders because it's whereby you see they are charging you different amount of money and you cannot even talk. If you even talk, what they will do to you is so discriminating. So even the documents that you have are the valid document echoes of documents even when you show it to them. The document that you will show them that is the money. That's the document that they know.
The only document they recognize is money.
It's
So
money.
what do you mean by if you talk the and then the treatment you will receive? I don't understand. Can you elaborate that aspect a little?
Yes, what I am saying is the way it's a sort of maltreatment because if you say you will talk to those people, they will either slap you or even hit you with their guns
That is within the okay. Let's say that is
around Malians.
Mali ends.
Yes,
Is it the rebels that are believed, or is it the security that are in
that are
there?
the
And then,
securities along the way. The security along the way. Yes, because even before you reach certain points, they will tell you at this checkpoint there is no necessary for you to say if they tell you bring day meal or this meal, it is not necessary for you even to say no. I have this amount of money in safer. Just pay direct. But if you say you respond, because eyewitness, whereby my that friend was trying to negotiate and they nearly beating him seriously along the way. Yes.
so okay, now let's say in the Bagway journey, which part or at what point did you start to realize that okay, this is getting hard on me?
Yes, along the way, as I told you, from Mali, Niger, yes, because from Mali it was hectic, and I spent a lot of money. You will enter at the entry point of every village. You enter at the entry point. There is a checkpoint, and leaving also there is a checkpoint, and all those checkpoint you will pay a lot of money, like 5,000 safer or 10,000 safer. That's what you will pay in some of those. Though there are some you can negotiate, but there are certain checkpoint that is fixed. You have to pay it. Yes, from Mali, I can say from Mali to Niger, along the desert also there was hectics.
Yeah, so I wanted to, aside of the monetary aspect
Yes.
of it moving from Mali to Niger, what are some of the other challenges that are into this journey that, like, when someone encounter you, regret of taking the journey?
Yes, there are a lot of threat and challenges. You can lose your life along the way because you are sleeping somewhere, but you don't know even the environment. You don't know the kind of people living in that environment, and you don't know the safety of the environment you are in. You are just new into that environment, so it is a life-threatening journey along the way. Because even after leaving Agadez, going to the desert, those people smuggling you, taking you from Agadez, is a serious journey because you will be running for, if you are fast, maybe 3 to 4 days. You can reach maybe around Gadrun and other ends, the entry point of Libya itself. But sometimes along the way you get lost because for us our pickup get lost. Sorry, our pickup take us from Agadez going towards Gadrun. The fuel finish
Yes.
along the way
Seriously, inside the desert.
inside the desert. It was on Thursday evening, so the driver decided to leave us there with some gallons of water and rice. So he said he's going to buy fuel and come back up to the following day evening. We were even feared that this guy left us and he will never come back. And we were praying, the Christian were praying aside and the Muslim also were praying aside. So suddenly, in the one in just a moment around 5 p.m., we heard the noise of the pickup. So then we all wake up and celebrated. We thought that these people leave us here. We are going to die here. We will not see any home. You will not see. You just see birds flying. And the reason why we were fear because we heard that it happened to other people. They just take them up to the middle of the desert and leave them there. But now the strategy that the agents are using, that's why most of those maybe difficulties reduce bit because when you are taking someone from Brikama to Westfield, Now, if you don't take the person until he reach his destination, they will not pay you. But before they normally pay them from Niger going direct to Libya. Those people may even sell you because they get their money. But since they are not yet paid, sometimes that helps. But along the desert, there are numerous challenges.
So can you enlighten us on some of those numerous challenges that are inside the desert?
You just as I told you, you can get breakdown, and if you get breakdown, they may leave you there and go, and leaving you at that point because there are many rebels smuggling around the desert. Along there,
Did you encounter any rebel along the journey?
no, I didn't encounter any rebel, but through their movement, according to what they are saying, because most of the time when they are moving, they will be moving with a like just a caravan. They will be moving with 5, 6 pickups. Why are they doing that? Because they say sometimes along the way they may be attacked by other, birds, rebels. So that's that's why most of the time when they are moving, they will be moving with 5 pickup or 6 pickup, so that they will also be able to guard each other. Yes, through the deserts.
So how was the drinking facility in the desert? Because you mentioned how many days you guys spent in the desert.
It was 4 days,
So
4 days that we spent in the desert. After then we reached Gadrum.
what were the kind of foods and the waters that you guys take in the desert?
We are just taking we are cooking rice, and there is also this couscous. That's what we normally use, and the biscuit, because along the desert when you are going from Agadez going to the desert, they also buy a lot of biscuit, and give each one of you.
So once you guys reached at Libya, how was it?
Yes, when we reach Libya, maybe it was still challenging. Um, it was still challenging when we reached. So we reached there and we went to our various people where we were directed, who will be in charge of our crossing. So when we reached, we are able to start some job. But for me, I did not spend long at that factory working. My brother is working there. So I tell him my aim mission is to reach Europe. So I cannot spend much time here. What I can do is, what you people can do is just pay for me, let me go and look for my opportunity. So that's the time I left
Okay.
and they paid for me.
So in Libya, there are opportunities to work for money.
Yes, some of them. That brother I am talking about, he was working with Dosnar for almost years, because most of my brothers passed through there. So, but some of them worked there for some time and left. But the reason why I insisted working there are many factors related to that. Because if you say you will stay in the environment for long, the environment is not safety, because there is still, every day we are hearing what is happening in Libya, the shootings and other things. Though other people are living there peacefully, but even in that factory I was working, the time 4 months ago, there was a rebel gang that was that create a war there in Libya. Even that factory was born, and my brother sent me a picture of it.
Before you reach in there,
No. That was after I came back.
after you came
Yeah,
back.
after I came back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yes. Though people are still risking and working, and they are getting money, but the risk is very high of staying in Libya.
The risk of staying in Libya
It's very high.
is very high. So
Yes,
now, and then when you reach there, you ask them to make payments for you. They
yes,
decide to make payments for you.
yes.
How was the payment process? And then let's say, how was boating the boat?
Yeah, yes, the payment was done. Then a day was scheduled, and we are taking at the sea at an entry point called Kumus in Libya. Yes, so in the evening we were taking there almost to 5 hours drive,
Five
because it
hours.
was around 5 p.m. Then before we reached, it was around after Maghrib. Yes,
So upon arrival there, what kind of boat did you guys find there?
yes, the money that we paid, they tell us that it is a wooden board, but what we made there was a plastic board. And along the way going there, that's the end. Either you will die or not, but you are not merely to say that I'm going back. Because there was a Nigerian woman who was saying that he will come back, come back. The nurse end of beating him with the gun head. that he have to go by force.
So
And
if you reach there, there's nothing like going back.
no, there is nothing like going back. And even at the place you stay before you go, the place is so dirty, especially the toilet, because there are many people put into that place who are, waiting for their boats. And the place is so congested. People are many there. Yes, but like having that mindset of coming back now, because if it is maybe late hours around 11 o'clock, they remove us there, taking us to the sea. And even when you escape there, where are you going? A 5 hours drive. You left from Saraji going to Kumus. You cannot. It's not possible. You can be able to relocate that place because that is the first day of you reaching at that point. So it is so risky.
So once you reach there, once you reach there, you look at the boat.
Yes.
This is the boat that I'm to enter.
Yes.
This is the river.
Yes.
And I have to cross the river.
Yes.
What comes to you at that point?
Just what I'm telling you. It's what comes to my mind. This is a risk. This is a risk that I am taking. And despite of even saying I'm not going, that will not stop me from not going. Because those people who are accompanying us, we are not even here to say that I'm going back. So I have that mindset. Yes, I use the boat and put the gallon of fuels inside the boat. Then we enter and move.
So how many drives did you guys have? How many hours did you guys have the water?
It
Or
was
what happens inside the water?
Yes, it was almost because they put us around 11. It was almost until around evening time. We almost run until we reach at the mid of the Mediterranean Sea. But exactly, they will push us around 11 o'clock at night. But the time that the Libya Coast Guard intercepted us, it was around the following day, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. in the evening. Yeah, but it was far. We went until we reached at the international. The first time they call the rescue, those people were speaking in French. They tell us, yes, in 5 hours we will reach you. We continue going. We go on until another 1 hour again. We call because the boat has have a problem. Water was entering inside the boat, so we called them.
What caused that problem?
It was due to the water and the way the captain was driving the boat. Yes, the captain was really driving the boat very well. But this is a plastic boat, so that's why the boat got a problem. So, but we are able to manage it, and others we are taking the water out of the boat. Yes, pouring it inside the river.
How was the atmosphere within you? You know it is risk, but
Yes.
now the boat has busted and then water has started entering.
Yes.
We call rescue, they said 5 hours time they will be there, but they are not yet there. How was that on you?
That momentum was so worry, and it was undescribable at that moment because everyone was saying that we will have we are going to lose our life here because there is no safety, there is no risk coming to us. We call the rescue 2 to 3 times. They said they will come to us, and by then we are international because at each level you enter inside the water, you will know that this is another level inside the river. Yes, because we ran from 11 o'clock up to 5 o'clock in the following evening. But the issue was the end that they pushed us was a long distance. It's just like when you are going to Brikama, or when you are crossing like when you are going to Brikama, you go up to maybe you go up to Carton. When you are coming from maybe Serekunda, you go up to Carton and you come towards Brikama. And it's different like coming from Serekunda directly to Brikama.
Oh, okay.
All this is to run the police because Zabrata, Zawiya, Zuara, those are very closer in. But why? They are creating new movement point. It's just to hide the police. Yes.
Okay. That is understood. So when you guys are intercepted, what happens next?
Yeah, that interception was really not our desire, but withstanding, it was our peace. Because without the interception of Libya, less than 1 hour, we will all die in the sea. The boat have get a problem, and others were just sitting crying, saying that we are going to lose our life here. There is no risk. So the final call when they called the alarm phone, those people direct connected us to Libya. So they give me the phone. I was speaking in English. I tell them yes, we are in the sea, so our boat get a problem. So we need a help. There are children, pregnant women, and young people inside the boat. So we need your help. and we heard that they are speaking in Arab. So then they asked me, what are they speaking? I said, this is Libya, this is not allowed. They now divert auto, because when you keep on calling them, you call them 2 times, 3 times, they will know that these people are in a stress situation. So if they know they are far, they will directly refer you to Libya, so that those people can help you. So along that, maybe when it's just some minute we cut off the call, less than I can say 30 minutes, we saw the ship coming towards us. Others are saying yes, let's celebrate. This is Italy, but others say no, muskila, fi Jama Libya. Yes, this is
Muskila fi Jamal Libya. No?
yes,
What does that mean?
yes. They say no, it's not good. These people they are Libya people. This is Libya Coast Guard. Yes, so they came toward us. Until when they are closer, they are coming and insulting. Zakuma, Jama Africa, Muskila, Zap. You know, they are just insulting, saying, African people are not good. What are you doing here? Just saying nonsense words. So that's the time they, came and came closer to our boats and then throw their ropes. And some of them come to pick the children and the women because they were putting on life jackets. So they take us because they on that night there were 2 boats push, but our boat was the first boat. So they kidnap us, and when they are going back along, they meet with the second boat and they kidnap those people also, put them inside their ship, and take us to the port point.
So now, once you guys are out of the water, hope no one died in your boat.
Inside the river, no one died. But when we came out at the seaport, when they brought you from the riverside, if it is daytime, they will keep you there until they keep us there until it is around Maghrib. Then that's the time they transport us to the prison. But along there, they keeping us there beyond. They were staying at their offices, but along the way, sitting and monitoring us. There were some people who jump inside the water and swim and go out at the other end, but they end up kidnapping those people because they follow them with their vehicles and they catch those people, bring them back. But there was one boy who I can say passed away there because he swam inside the water. He was not able to control himself. He went 3 times. He couldn't able to control himself. After you said that this boy have died, and they say, "Quiz mia." If they say it's good,
So when he died, they said Chris Mia Mia, which means it's good that he's dead.
yes, yes, because what they are saying, yes, yeah, I know he's trying to escape, but thank God he has now died.
Yes, not that.
Yes.
So now, and then how was the prison situation?
I can say along the journey, it was the most dangerous. It was the most undescribable situation. Around transporting us to the prison, they put us in a van. Along there, you even at your shoes, even you cannot see your shoes. You are not merely even to turn your head. A gun will hit your head. Yes. Then take us to one of their prison in Libya called Abdul Salam. Abdul Salam prison, which is a big prison. And in the prison, if they are entering, I can say maybe from here going to the highway where you come from, it's all Johnson. From the highway, I can say it's a fence coming towards here inside. And even imagine, even when you escape here, the tight security, you cannot go. And the day they are taking you in that prison, your eyes were closed. Even when you are entering your house, if you close your eyes, you know where you are heading to. You will not know. So they take us there. We were there for almost 2 months in the prison. And
How was the survival within that period?
the survival was very hard because the food that they give you is very small, and also it is a time. For the breakfast, they give you at 11 o'clock. And also the food was not healthy because immediately you eat the food, you sleep. Less than 3 minutes, you sleep.
Were they giving you guys sleeping pills or food?
What they put it in the food, I can say this is food mixed with pills because it's macron. That's what they give you. If you eat that less than 10 minutes, don't know, let's say 5 minutes, you sleep.
You sleep.
Yes, so that they can control you at night because the security. Some of them nighttime they will go back to their various home. Yes, but it was really hectic. There was a day when the breakfast was they give us breakfast. It was just a half of bread. After that, people were hungry, and some of these Chad, they try to break the gate. But had it been that day, no, they will not do that.
What do you mean by that?
We see bullet flying like air. Yes, because the security see that these people now want to destroy the prison and run away. So for us, what we did, I went with some of my boys. We hide somewhere, but within that, the number of people die. I cannot know. I don't know the number of people that we are shoot in that situation, because they need the only option that they can do is by shooting. If not, they cannot be able to control the crowd, because it went up to a moment. The migrant we are using the stone to throw the security. They even end up like wounding some of them. Yes. So there was one of my boy Usman Sabali. For him he was luckily went and the second time and enter. He was trying to climb on top after one of his brother Jam told him to come down. Immediately he come down, a blood bullet brought another guy on top.
From top.
Yes. So the day I even left the prison, the guy who came, because how they will go for you to the prison, there are certain people who they know who have been sent there for several many years. So they communicate with those people. For us, we push a boat at this end, but we are not hearing them. But we had boat, so and so boat is intercepted. Can you be able to find my people for me? They send your picture. And then when the guy came to the prison, he saw that picture, because even you will not enter with shoes there. You will not enter with mobile phone. Nothing. Because even when you are entering the board, you will not go with shoes. It's merely just some stubborn people just hide it and go with them. But even in the prison, you will see 30 people using one shoes. And in that prison also, three toilet, almost, I can say, almost 100 or 80 people in that prison. Because it's a big house. This is just a fence house and roof on top. That's where the prison is. So, but the guy to find me out at the prison asked me that after when I came out, the day he came, there was the way I even planned to leave, because he came to the prison and asked, call one Gambian boy. But they don't, that boy did not respond. After they told me that, are you not a Gambian? They tell me, I say, it's you. I say, it's me. Then when he saw me the picture, he said, is this you? I say, yes. So after then, we came out. But along the way, he was going, because there are many different prisons. He went to another prisons looking for the boy, and unfortunately find the boy there, exactly the exact picture. But before they come, I said what I did is I tell him, do you know Mamadou Kande? That's my brother. He said me yes. I tell him me I am Mamadou Kande's brother, because my brother have been there for many years. So he told me, Mamadou Kande told me about you, but he said that your brother is supposed to send the money. But even yesterday he called me. So he was saying that when he will call me to help you, to help him and bring you out. I tell him okay. So that's the time he communicated with my brother. My brother said, okay, now you can come with him. But along that we standing, if that was not the reality, that's the day they will kill me.
Seriously?
They kill people, the people who bring the fight. After the fight, they transfer us to a new prison. They tell us, no, we are going to release you. Along the way, they make a line. All those people are with sticks. This side, you have to pass in the middle. But those people who bring the fight, they kill them in our presence, because the way they beat them, those people die. Because you will stand, they beat here.
Like behind of your neck?
Yes, with big sticks, they will be beating you here. Yes. So, and that man who came to find me out, he asked me about one boy. He said, I have been coming here for the previous days to find this boy, but I went on into all this prison, I don't found him. I tell him fighting happened here and people die seriously. It may be that he died along those people. Yes. So it was really, really, really so hectic.
Oh no, and then after prison, how did you get back into the country? How did you come back Gambia from Libya?
Yes, I went there was a time these people will come into the camps, IOM. So they came into the camp. and we are asking people who is readily voluntarily to return back. So we also give our names, but unfortunately, before they come, I was able to get a support through my family. Then return back because due to my health condition, I couldn't. Because sometimes if the plane is if it is not full, it cannot depart. So that's the way I decided to return. I say, spending here time, I am not moving, and the situation of the country. Let me go back and see another, see another alternative. And although also, why push me to do that? Because I see not everyone, but there are majority affected. If you say you will stay long, you will either put yourself into trouble, or you come across a trouble in that country. Because if you say you will stay long, you will either enter into this smuggling people and others. Even though you don't want to do it, yeah, it comes up to a moment you will see that will be only your option. Because if you are staying with those people who don't, have that, patience or have that mindset, they will one day influence you and put you into that. Because you are hearing many of our brothers are there. Even when they come back to the Gambia, they will hide because they have taken millions of people monies, and they are sitting there. They cannot be able to come back. I say now the only alternative, let me go back and find another opportunity. But thank God, since I came back, I was able to continue my schooling. I am now working on my electricity project with my other boys. So thank God for that, and also went back to SOS and do my social work certificate, working with the organization voluntarily. This also have given me a lot of skills on how to work with returnees, reintegration programs, and other activities.
Okay, after all of this experience that you went through, the Backway journey and everything now, what is your overview on Backway and what is your take to the government? Let's close it here.
Yes, just as I tell you, I say Alhamdulillah, as I see myself back in this country and working, benefiting my family, benefiting my society, continuing my education. I have went with other people. I'm saying let's they are so rest in peace. They never come back. Some of them, die along the desert. Some of them die in Libya. Some of them are still missing. Their family don't know about them. But when you talk to them, they will tell you, they say he's still alive. But as I come back, including my colleagues here, let's say, thank God, Alhamdulillah, for coming back to the country and embarking on our own project and our own skills work. Also, what I can tell my fellow youths is there are, we are blaming government, but there are some opportunities available at as the place I did my course at SOS and GTTI, because there are colleagues, a friend of mine who also went there and trained this electrical installation and refrigeration. Despite of government not giving you job, but if you have your skill, nobody will stop you from having your money. So what I am advising the fellow youths, there are opportunities open. Gilangel Skill Center is there, SOS is there. So you can go there and pursue your career. You want to be a construction, you want to be electrician, you can go there, you do your course. If you do your course, you have your skill. Nobody will stop you from having money. So what I can tell them that let us as young people focus on skill. It is the key. And if you have skill, you are independent. No one is controlling you, and you are working by yourself, and you are different from someone waiting for 30 days.
That
You
is right.
can work for your contracts in 30 minutes. Who know what you, and you know better. You are the one working the contract.
That's right. That's right. So now, and then looking at the amount of people that took the journey, the people that died, and a lot of people are still trying to take it. What message do you have for the government as your final say?
Yes, what I have, the message that I have for the government, I can say that there are a lot of threats and challenges along the societies which is causing the people to migrate. What I can tell them is to empower migrants who came back, plus youths who are present in the country here, who are also having the mindset of leaving the country, to create a better job opportunities for them, not only through projects by 1 year, 2 year, but sustainable jobs. Sustainable job in the sense that whereby they can work for a period of 30 years, or 20 years before they retire, and I be able to earn a living. But a project that may just take 2 3 months, and that cannot sustain, that cannot keep them here. But if someone is given an employment with a sustainability in the future, he can be able to remain in the country here. And there are numerous projects coming through migration. But I'm not saying they are not reaching the migrants returnees, but really, if had it been they were reaching to the migrants as is supposed to be, we cannot stop it at once, but it will be regulated. Because in the previous years, we are conducting community outreach to sensitize people about irregular migration, the challenging along the way, and young people as future leaders are migrating. So all these are threats and challenges along the societies along the ways. So we are urging the government. We are here to work for the nation, and they are the pillars of the nation. So I am, urging them to help by all means to help and empower this organization. Through this organization, they can be able to reach, they can serve as the voice of the young people to be able to convince them with an evidence of getting a job by building factories that can create employment whereby you are paid monthly. Those are all means that can regulate irregular migration, or they can open a long life project that can empower people whereby, even it is through IOM, that project will be monitored, and migrants will be working there, and even people who don't migrate. Because if we only focus on migrants, people who went and come back, those people, other people will show as people who are isolated. They will also have the mindset of going. So if they can be able to build companies that can employ young people, that will be very good. And also, working with not only employ but also empower families who lost their people along the way, that will also help a lot. So the messages that we have are many, but we can just mention few. I believe if they can be able to work collectively with IOM, time to time, make capacity building programs of young people, build factories for young people whereby they can be able to work and their salary, but not from only project that end by 2 months, 3 months,
months.
are not sustainable. But if someone is employed somewhere and is getting source of income, he can also be able to make his earn a living, and also not only earning a living, but he can also be able to empower another young people
That's right.
by teaching them the skills.
That's right. That's right. So,
So
and then the final question would be, what would be your message to those families that are belittling some of the relatives that are living within them?
yes, that's also is great challenges migrants are encountering along the way. So along the project, we are going out to the communities, doing community sensitization, psychosocial support, mental health awareness. So what I can say to those families is all about, family development. It's all about yearning to build a better family, to build a better nation, to build the world at large. Because if someone migrate, I can take an example of Ibrahim migrant. So Ibrahim also went through the journey up to the level he is. But right now, Ibrahim is not building only Africa. Ibrahim is building the world. So withstanding, let them not belittle people who reach. And um, also whoever went back and come back, let them say Alhamdulillah. Because there are, as I told you, many people when they never come back, they die there. Their family don't see them. They don't know where they are buried. So it is very negative to see someone who go and come and he are selling. He destroy his father money. I know he will not succeed. You never know that.
So these are
So
all things that
these
migrants
are
will
all
be.
things migrants are facing, and other discrimination, and also whatever supports that the migrants are supposed to be given. The IOM and other organizations should stand a family to make sure that there is justice and transparent, because these people sold their life but they were unable to reach Europe. So make sure any reintegration that they are supposed to be given should be delivered in accordance.
Do you
So
believe there are integrations that are not delivered enough?
sometimes migrants face challenges according to what they say. It is some because like some people when they come, it's difficult for them to get their reintegration, especially when it's delayed. Sometimes others, a brother of mine came back 2022. So, but before he claimed for his reintegration, they said that it's late. So still now he don't get his support, and that is even causing him to go back again. So all these are threats and challenges. But the most important part of it I'm emphasizing, especially with young people, let us not belittle each other. He go, he don't succeed. He have the mindset of going and succeeding, but it's from Allah. Let's all know that. But when he come back, even going out to the people is difficult. Even when he don't have it, he think that people have that in mind. Saying he destroy his father money, I know he will not succeed. So all these are not solution. The solution is in those family pushing our youths venturing into this journey. Let's empower them through skills and giving them financial to establish their own farms, to establish their own company. And not only that, those families who know they have people in Europe, 5 people, because even I cannot go along, even in Kabakamaya or in Sarabojo or whatever. It's rarely now you go to company, you don't have two, three, 4 people in you, others 5 people, others 6 people, others even will tell you when you are sitting with because they are just you are just friend, they will tell you, I have capacity of taking 5 people. But nobody they take. In that situation is so risky even on them. You don't know when are you going to die. You know the country you are, you don't know what will happen to you there. So it is your family who sold their property, give you the opportunity to go. If you go, you empower the people. If you see irregular migration is also increasing, you can say government is there is a causing factor, but the families also are causing factors because we are not helping each other. So a family who have 10 travelers, 5 travelers, 3 travelers who have opportunity, we cannot be able to help each other, and we are saying government is not helping us. Where is the problem relying? The problem is in both sides. So, especially the family ends. If we don't help each other, if we don't build ourselves, do we expect someone outside to come and build us? We need to build ourselves. So it's all start from the family. Government is there, but let's help each other. And there are numerous people who have the opportunity of helping others to go, but no, they never do that.
That
So
is that is a noted point, and then thank you so much for opening up and then having shared these things. I think what you have said is very clear here, and they are all put aligned. They are all in points, and then we appreciate your gesture and readiness to open up. And then you have given advices that I believe anyone who listen to this episode will solely know that, and this is just someone who's an inspiring person who is not just a random youth, or let's say it's not someone that is just a useless person, but it's someone who has a vision and want to make a change. That's why he took the journey. And he did not succeed, but also came back and continued on the journey. So, sir, thank you so much. Once again, what's the name?
I am Mohammed Kande.
Mohammed Kenne.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.